Have you ever stepped into your bathroom late at night and felt that uneasy chill in the air? As if the safest room in your home was hiding silent traps that no one ever talks about, traps that especially threaten people after the age of 60. The truth is, bathrooms may look clean, bright, and harmless, but once you cross that milestone in life when balance, vision, and reflexes are not what they used to be, the very space meant for comfort can quietly become the most dangerous room in your house, and the dangers are not the obvious ones you hear about everywhere. They are subtle, hidden hazards that creep into daily routines without notice, waiting for one wrong step, one overlooked detail, or one careless habit to turn a peaceful morning into a life-changing emergency. Let's start with the first hidden hazard, the false sense of safety created by grab bars and the railings that are improperly installed. Many seniors believe they are secure when they grip them. But if those bars are anchored into drywall instead of studs, or if the screws have loosened with time, that very bar can rip out of the wall the moment you depend on it most, sending you crashing to the hard floor below. And yet almost nobody checks the integrity of these safety devices until after a fall has already happened. The second hazard lies in the silent enemy of vision. Glare from glossy tiles and mirrors. As eyes age, sensitivity to light changes dramatically, and the reflection of harsh overhead bulbs bouncing off shiny floors can create blinding flashes, disorienting a senior just enough to misjudge a step. While the fix is not expensive renovation, but simply adding matte finishes, warmer lights, and strategically placed lamps to soften the visual strain. The third danger hides in plain sight. Rugs, mats, and so-called anti-slip surfaces that, after years of moisture and soap buildup, lose their grip entirely, turning into slick patches disguised as safety measures. And many people over 60 never realize that a bath mat older than 5 years can be more dangerous than having no mat at all, because the rubber backing hardens and peels, breaking its hold on the floor, and one small shuffle of the foot is enough to start a fall. The fourth hazard is temperature shock, something doctors rarely explain in detail. Stepping from a warm shower into cooler air can cause blood pressure to drop suddenly in seniors, triggering dizziness, fainting, or even a mini stroke. Yet few households think about warming the bathroom air or keeping a robe within arm's reach, even though this simple change could prevent one of the most terrifying experiences of aging: collapsing in a locked room with no one aware you've fallen. The fifth hazard isn't slippery floors or hot water, but storage. Yes, the way everyday products are kept. As flexibility declines, reaching up for a bottle on a high shelf or bending down for a soap bar under the sink can alone lead to pulled muscles, twisted backs, or loss of balance. And too often, people assume the danger lies in the fall itself, when in reality, the danger begins with a poorly placed object. And reorganizing storage to mid-level shelves can be more life-saving than any renovation project. The sixth hazard is the invisible buildup of mold and mildew, which often goes unnoticed until breathing issues, coughing, or mysterious headaches appear. For seniors with already weakened lungs or chronic conditions, the spores released from damp grout or hidden corners are not just an allergy trigger. They can escalate into pneumonia or chronic breathing disorders. Yet most people ignore this risk because the bathroom looks clean on the surface. Finally, the seventh and perhaps most underestimated hazard is isolation. the fact that bathrooms are often the most private, locked spaces in a home, meaning if a senior slips, faints, or becomes trapped, valuable minutes or even hours can pass before anyone realizes. And this is not just a small inconvenience, but one of the most overlooked reasons seniors suffer worse outcomes after accidents. The solution is not removing privacy, but creating smart safety layers, like keeping a waterproof emergency button or even placing a cordless phone nearby. Because independence and safety do not have to be enemies. These 7 hazards are rarely spoken about, rarely taught, and rarely shared, yet they lurk in nearly every bathroom, turning an ordinary space into a silent battlefield where one decision, one habit, or one simple upgrade can decide the difference between living safely and suffering a life-altering injury. So the next time you step into your bathroom, ask yourself, is this room protecting me, or is it quietly working against me? When you are over 60, being aware of these hazards acts as a shield that transforms potential dangers into safety. By addressing them today, you are not only protecting your body, but also safeguarding your independence, dignity, and golden years from being compromised by something as simple as a misplaced mat or a forgotten shelf.